Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to episode 12 of The Quest. Today you'll be watching some gameplay as I attempt to qualify for the FUT Champions, and I'll explain more about that as we go on. But I was in two minds of whether I was going to actually show this footage. So in the future, if you want to see that qualifying run, let me know. But basically, I wanted to show you this because there was just crazy events going on, and and a lot of goals and excitement. So I thought, what better way to show it? I also wanted to turn this episode into a bit of a Gareth Barry appreciation episode. That Squad Builder Challenge card is phenomenal. It has got to be one of my favorite cards. I've been so impressed by him. He just seems to be so prominent for me, whether it's defending or whether it's just making those intelligent runs like you just see there as he crops up with the go-ahead goal. Or it's he's got such good passing as well. Like he's pivotal in starting my team on the counter attack. And right now he's played 12 games and scored 5 goals, which for a central defensive midfielder that is meant to be set to stay back is quite a good return. And unfortunately, Welbeck comes up with a tying goal and he's going to dab on me, which I'm sorry, but you should only be dabbing if you're using Paul Pogba or if you are playing NFL and using Cam Newton. But hey ho, whatever. It's a bizarre celebration and I don't really like it. But this game, this guy was a good player. It was a good game, fairly even on both sides. Both of us had a lot of chances, but none of us were really gonna take them. Like we hit the post, where keepers were having a good game, and I feel bad for the way this game ends, as you're gonna see shortly. Oh look, it's Gareth Barry again. Breaks into the box, has a shot, but what is Begovic doing? Like he's caught the ball, but like the shots just forced him into the back of the net. I mean, it's a cruel, cruel way. It's brutal for the guy. Like I feel bad for my opponent. Like he didn't deserve to lose to a goal like that. And you will be hard pressed, I think, this year to see an actual worse own goal than that. I mean, that's just terrible. After the game, I messaged him and said, "Hey, look, good game. Like it really was a good game." And then I said, I feel bad for you about that own goal, but he found the funny side of it, so fair play to him. But I was pretty pleased. Like, I don't know what caliber of player I'm coming up in. FUT Champions is a bit more of a step up than Divisions right now. And in the next round, we come up against a Benfica 10 with Christian Benteke in that 4-4-2 that is really giving me a lot of problems this year. I find that, I don't know whether it's just the way it plays against this formation or it's just that formation is actually good this year. It's hard to say, but typically I've struggled against it. And here, connection of the game kind of messed up, and all of a sudden he gets like a burst of speed that he just runs away from my players. I just couldn't defend that because he was gone, and Benteke, too good in the air, is going to score. And then, very similar circumstance, he gets away down that side, crosses it in, and he's going to slot it home. And right now, we are staring down the barrel 2-0. But one thing I've learned so far this year is the game's not over until that final whistle blows. And more or less straight away, Roberto Firmino runs through his defense and slots one home, which is pleasing considering he's been missing from my team for a while. I haven't really seen him so much, he just hasn't cropped up. But unfortunately, within minutes of getting that goal back, we go back down to that 2-goal disadvantage. He just manages to find some room, pull the defense out of place, and it's an easy finish from Mitroglou. But here we go again, like we're just walking the ball around, looking to like keep the ball, look for our options. And oh look, Gareth Barry again running through the defense, slots it home, and it's 3-2. So we're back in this game, and at half time, like we've had 2 shots and 60% possession, but we're down a goal. So a bit of a bummer about that, but 60% possession is ridiculous. And I mean, that's the kind of style I want to play, like keep the ball and work my opponent around the field and try and like move them out of place and get opportunities. And this goal kind of hurt. Like 2 players failed to clear the ball. It's just a free ball in the end. He has a shot. Karius makes the initial save, but coughs up the rebound. And Benteke is there yet again to fire it home to restore his 2-goal advantage. But never say never. We're back in this game. This time, Adam Lallana with a clinical finish into that bottom corner. This guy also then decided he's had enough of his goalkeeper and is giving him the hook. Julio Cesar is going to come on and replace him. It was a bit bizarre, but at this stage I had 3 shots, 3 goals, so maybe he felt like he needed a change in goal to help him through. But within minutes, he's going to get that 2-goal advantage again. I don't know what Karius is doing there. He comes in no man's land, and it's an easy header. And it's 5-3. I just look back at this game, and I think, what if like Karius had made a couple of those saves and not given up those rebounds or cleared the ball? I could have made it through to the next round. And there, Zabaleta gets a key goal. Like, I don't know what he's doing there. He's meant to be set back to defend. But, oh, look, there he is, and cropping up with a goal. And then, would you believe it, Gareth Barry yet again as we make this game 5-5. And at the end of the 90, it's a pretty even game, but 5 shots, 5 goals. Thoroughly outplayed, though, in terms of his chances. But as we progress into this, he gets one chance here just on the breakaway. Easy pass across, and it's a simple tap in as Christian Benteke grabs his 4th of the game. And that is all she wrote in terms of goals. 11-goal thriller. I got to say, scoring 5 goals is a bit of a disappointment to end up losing 6-5. And I mean, I did have chances to tie it up and possibly force penalties, but Diego Costa forces one wide, and it was a huge shame, really. And I had my chances, but when you have like poor defending, you don't deserve to win many games, and that's what I had this game. So it's a lesson learned there, but to score 5 goals is pretty pleasing in a sense against a formation that typically frustrates me, and we get knocked out. But I had more attempts, so I thought, why not give it a go? And we come up against a very nice BPL 4-3-2-1 side with a lot of pace, and I don't know what to expect. I haven't really seen this formation. I've heard that there are a lot of good things about it, but with more or less from the start, trying to pass it around, build some confidence, get into the game, and just work our opponent around and see get a feel, so forth. But gonna pick it off, and we try and win it back, but it's just gonna break free again to him. He's gonna play it through, and eventually Martial will play it into the net, and within seconds of him scoring this goal, he's gonna pause and quit. I'm a little frustrated. Like, if he's like quit the game, I should be getting the win. And this seems to be a very big issue, particularly in foot draft on the PS4. But it was very frustrating to get kicked out because the guy quit. Like, I got coins from completing the game, but he quit on me, and there we go. That's going to be the end of the game. I didn't want to play anymore after that, quite simply because if I'm coming up against these people, they're just going to quit and I'm going to get stuck in the sudden rounds. There's not much point wasting my time because, yeah, until EA fix this, I don't want to play those games. But that's going to be how this episode ends. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, I shall see you next time. And I'm the Fantasy Sports Wizard. Bye.